A professional sports team will soon invade Flagstaff. Stick around to see who might hoop it up around town.
A unique visitor in the studio this week tells us what events Bearizona will bring for October.
And the Downtown Flagstaff community is teaming up with the Hopi Economic Development Corporation to boost the economy. Find out how. Good evening and welcome to NAZ Today. I'm community anchor Nick Robbie.
And I'm student anchor Kyle Benedict. Thanks for joining us. Sports and Flagstaff have always gone hand in hand, but with the recent exit of the Arizona Cardinals training camp at NAU, the city has felt a void financially. With less than a week until the Phoenix Suns drop into town, Gus Margiotta found out what local business owners are saying about the possible financial gain from another professional sports team.
It was reported through a study done by NAU that downtown Flagstaff and the whole community lost around $9 million from the departure of the Cardinals last summer. Shops like the Rainbow's End, in the middle of downtown, felt the economic decline. With foot traffic and visitors down from previous years, Miranda Sweet, owner of Rainbow's End, says she felt a financial hit but still believes Flagstaff has plenty for its visitors.
We have a lot to offer, a lot of great independent businesses that they don't get down in Phoenix, so I'm hoping that they bring their fans or families, come downtown.
Collins Irish Pub was known as a popular hangout during the Cardinals camps, often attracting fans and even some players. Owner Kiwan Choi is optimistic about the Suns coming into town.
Overall, we haven't had a Phoenix Suns up here in 5, 6, 7 years, I'm sure. And then I'm looking forward to having the Suns up here and hoping to capture some business and hoping to get some morale back with the Phoenix Suns and hopefully they have a great season this year.
Flagstaff will soon be abuzz with Suns fans, players, and coaches. You can expect plenty of excitement from this year's training camp.
Treat them with kindness and let's keep them coming back year after year.
Show the Phoenix Suns a sense of pride in Flagstaff, what we have, and let's show them the good time, and whoever the fans that comes up, I'm hoping that they have a great time also.
For NAZ Today, I'm Gus Margiotta.
The Phoenix Suns will be here September 30th through October 5th. Their week of camp will end with an open to the public scrimmage at noon on Saturday in the Walkup Sky Dome.
And snow seems pretty distant as we're just entering the brisk days of fall, but last night, snow was the main subject of discussion for the City Council. In the past, neighborhoods were only plowed when more than 4 inches of snow was present. Now, in the colder months of January and February, neighborhoods no longer have to meet this standard to be cleaned by city plows. And back in June, there was space made for this in the budget for this measure, so the City of Flagstaff shouldn't expect too many fiscal changes this year as a result.
The Economic Development Corporation of the Hopi tribe is planning multiple events to boost their economy. NAZ Today's Kaylee George has more about how they are gearing up for one event this weekend.
This weekend is the 4th annual Native American Arts and Cultural Festival in downtown Flagstaff, and it's expected to be one of Arizona's most outstanding events this year. And I'm here with Lisa Talientua from the Hopi Tribe Economic Development Corporation and Bahi Whitethorn of the Navajo Tribe. So Lisa, can you kind of tell us a little bit about how you think that this festival will help you reach your goal to stimulate the economy?
I feel that it'll help all artisans through our advertising that we've done. We've done internationally, U.S. statewide, and North included also overseas as far as advertising, and I'm hoping that it'll bring not only tourism, economic to the city of Flagstaff, but also to our artisans that we will have this weekend.
Right, and now Bahi, you're one of the artists for this weekend, so can you kind of tell us about how your work will improve the image for Native Americans?
I think my work will add and also show the quality and also the define as far as like jewelry, the basketry, the weavings, and then also the pottery, and then the carvings themselves. So it'll give us a good presentation of quality work.
Oh, absolutely. And I know that art festivals like this and cultural experiences, they will significantly help. But what else do you have planned to stimulate the economy?
Like this year, we were granted a closure of street in front of the square. So this closure is between San Francisco and LaRue, and we've opened a market up to all natives to become a festival. So now we have, represented from different tribes, and we have entertainment all day from all the tribes. So it's not only a festival of art, but a cultural experience for those that come to the festival this weekend.
Perfect. And now, Bahi, you're the artist. Can you kind of paint us a visual picture of what people should expect at this festival this weekend?
Well, we're going to have large 10 by 10 booths, and each of the booths will have some of our Native American renowned artists that will come and show their best works, and also share what they know as their art and their lives.
Great. Well, thank you both for joining us today. For more information about this festival this weekend, check out our website at naztoday.com. I'm Kaylee George.
Well, Sedona has become the 4th city in Arizona to recognize same-sex civil unions. The Sedona City Council voted 5-2 on Tuesday night to allow civil unions regardless of gender. Sedona's city attorney says the ordinance borrows from civil union laws already in place in Tucson, Jerome, and Bisbee. The city will initiate a registration process and maintain a list of agreements for those who wish to register. Sedona Mayor Rob Adams says approval of the ordinance sends a message that love is love regardless if it's two people of the same sex or not. And it can be exciting when a new business rolls into town, and there are almost always economic impacts. And REI is about to make its way onto the Flagstaff retail scene. NAZ Today has the details.
REI, a national sporting goods chain, plans to open a new store on the corner of Butler and Lone Tree by the spring of 2014. NAZ Today met with Shauna Hearn and discussed the impact the new REI may have on the community.
I think REI and Flagstaff will do very well here with the outdoor community that we have and the college population and tourists that come through our market. I think a lot of the folks here that live here are going to appreciate having an REI here in the community instead of heading down to the valley to go to REI.
While the economic effects remain unclear, the business will bring numerous jobs to the city.
The wildlife here that the Arizona Game and Fish Department is responsible for managing is a tremendous draw to visitors here. And we feel very happy that the industry that we're responsible for managing provides a positive contribution to the economies of communities like Flagstaff.
They're a Fortune 500 company. They're one of the best employers through Inc. and Fortune year in and year out. They're going to provide 50 great jobs, retail jobs that will be here in the community.
Red Development's Executive Vice President Brett Herron stated, "We can't imagine a better fit for Northern Arizona's committed outdoor enthusiasts than REI." For NAZ Today, I'm Christian Bach with
Well, feeding the wildlife in Flagstaff is now against the law. Find out how citizens are taking a stand.
And Bearizona hosts a fall festival. One of the animals visited our studio today to tell us more about it.
All our drive-through animals, which is our North American black bear.
Flagstaff citizens are taking a stand for their local wildlife, and NAZ Today brings you more on this issue.
Flagstaff residents have mounted a drive to repeal the city's ban on feeding wildlife other than squirrels and birds. The aim of the City Council ordinance is to control interaction and keep humans and animals safe. Homeowner Joe Farnsworth has until October 17th to collect over 1,000 signatures to bring a referendum to repeal the ban. Farnsworth believes there is no justification for the ordinance.
The animal accidents were never attributed to feeding. There's nothing there.
The state already had a similar ordinance in place, but it only covers largely populated communities.
What's their main purpose in circumventing that law?
The people in the Continental Country Club neighborhood don't believe that feeding wildlife is a major problem.
It's not the feeding of the animals that brings the animals in, it's the water.
Well, the wildlife has been here. It's been here for many years. There's game trails actually walking right through this area. They do their rutting here. And right underneath the next door neighbors, there was 2 deer born underneath the trampoline.
Neighbors say they enjoy living in an area that has wildlife as a centerpiece.
Hey, Lori. Hey, tell us, why did you move here?
Because of the deer.
The city council approved the ordinance on a 6-1 vote. Anyone intentionally feeding wildlife can receive a citation and a fine after their first offense. For NAZ Today with Emily Kane, this is Sierra Ferguson.
To repeal this ban on feeding local wildlife, Joe Farnsworth and Joe Ray must present their petition to the City Council before 5 p.m. on October 17th.
Well, and speaking of wildlife, an animal visitor came to the studio today to promote a local fall festival. NAZ Today's Emily Kane brings us more about Bearizona's upcoming events.
Arizona, and today he brought his possum, Sebastian. What can you tell us about Sebastian?
Sebastian is the only North American marsupial. He'll be found in our new haunted mine shaft, which will be opening up into the weekend of October from 9 to 4 every day. It's very family friendly. What you got to see is you'll see Arizona ringtails, you'll see this guy along with everything else you'll see in the mine. It's a tarantula, scorpions, and millipedes. A lot of fun for kids. After that, you could go into our haunted mine shaft, which is kind of like a haunted house. It's a lot of fun. We'll keep it more PG-13 though, just for those weekends. For the kids, we also have our
Us at Flagstaff will be cooling off.
And in sports, the NAU Ice Jacks begin their season this weekend. Find out how confident the team is heading into their series against U of A.
You sure you don't want some? It's chamomile. Listen, you are extremely terrifying. Just the scariest undead subhuman thing on TV, and I really mean that. But I am worried that you could give my kids nightmares if they see you, so I'm gonna have to block you. So that's it. Oh, and tell the zombies they're blocked too.
Whatever Lola wants, Lola gets. And little lamb, little Lola wants.
One day, Pepsi, please.
Make up your mind to have.
What's going on over there?
Since I got adopted, I've learned a lot about these humans.
I know. I mean, check out these two. It's Flirt City over here. I think she's getting his number.
Nice.
Your human's got some sweet moves.
Takes after his dog.
Tonight's NAZ Today weather is brought to you in part by Terry Markson Chevrolet Cadillac in Flagstaff.
Changing your oil and filter offers many benefits to prolong the life of your vehicle. Regularly changing the oil in your car can significantly give your car a longer life. Another benefit of an oil change is gaining fuel mileage. When changing your oil and filter, not only will you be a safer driver, but you will also have the advantage of an improved insurance rate.
This week's car tip was brought to you by Terry Markson Chevrolet Cadillac, located on Highway 66.
It was an exciting night of high school volleyball last night, and we're going to start with the only team with a home game, the Flagstaff Eagles. The Eagles swept the Cortez Colts 3-0. Randy Powers and Courtney LaFell had double-digit kills. Powers also recorded 13 digs, and Flagstaff as a whole had 15 aces. Cortez managed only 24 points through all 3 sets, and Flagstaff looks to continue their win streak, traveling to Goldwater tomorrow. On to the road games. The Coconino Panthers took on the Mingus Marauders in an exciting 5-game set. Coconino overcame a 2-1 deficit and forced a 5th set, where they crushed Mingus 15-5. This shouldn't be a surprise, as the Panthers have won more road games than home games this season. Coconino will be on the road again tomorrow to take on the Prescott Badgers. And wrapping up volleyball, the Northland Prep Spartans travel to take on the Veritas Prep Falcons. The Spartans were the only team of the 3 Flagstaff-based teams to lose, being swept by Veritas Prep. The Spartans lost their first road game this season, while the Falcons are undefeated at home. Northland Prep hosts Red Rock tomorrow. And adding in a little bit of soccer in the mix, the Northland Prep boys soccer team traveled to Camp Verde yesterday. The Spartans defeated the Cowboys 2-1. John Taylor had the first goal for the Spartans. Northland Prep has outscored their opponents 23-8, en route to a 4-1 record. The Spartans host Arizona College Prep tomorrow. And moving over to the ice, the NAU Ice Jacks started preseason on Friday, dedicating their entire game to the victims and families of the Yarnell fire. NAZ Today's Kaylee Emery went to the rink to find out how this team is looking heading into the season.
All right, guys, we're here at the J. Lively Ice Rink for the NAU versus Arizona Red.
Keep up with NAZ Today by
Where are we going from?
All right, guys, we're here at the J. Lively Ice Rink for the NAU versus Arizona Redhawks Division II benefit preseason game for the lives that were lost in the Yarnell fire.
It's been a long off-season for these players, but being back on the ice is what it's all about.
We're very good. We're going to be a tough competitor this year. We're going to go all the way.
Even though the players are confident in their playing, they got a lot to work on.
Passing, discipline. We need to work on the power play. Got to watch our D-zone coverages.
During the second period, the guys were dealing with some sloppy playing and what they describe as unnecessary fights.
It's just a breakdown. It led from the end of the first period. We got a little loose in our defense. I think it was a couple of goals. We just got excited about offense. Defense just got away from us. We got a couple of mistakes. They just capitalized on them.
Besides improving on their defense, Coach Travis was happy overall.
Felt good about it. Got a collective effort from everybody on the team tonight, which is good to see.
Well, guys, tonight the NAU Lumberjacks took a win 8-4 over the Redhawks. They play again next weekend against the U of A Wildcats, so make sure to be there. For NAZ Today, I'm Kaylee Emery.
And the Arizona Diamondbacks season is coming to a close, and they took on the San Diego Padres last night with Wade Miley on the mound. We're going to start you off in the 6th inning. Hopefully that video shows up. Paul Goldschmidt would homer in the 6th inning for the Diamondbacks, and it would be his 36th homer on the year. The D-backs would be up 1-0 in the 6th inning. Bottom 8, the bases are loaded for San Diego. David Hernandez ends up throwing a wild pitch that scores a run, and all of a sudden it's tied 1-1. This game went into extras, and in the top of the 12th, Didi Gregorius was able to smack a ball past the first baseline, and it would score the winning run. The Diamondbacks would win 2-1 and would continue their season with the series tonight with the Padres.
All right. Well, not much to play for these days, but they're still keeping on. They're playing Padres again tonight, right?
Yep, and Randall Delgado is on the mound for them, so hopefully it's a good one for them.
I think they're facing Ian Kennedy, too, former D-back there.
Yeah, and Ian Kennedy just had a solid few starts with the Padres ever since he got traded.
Yeah.
Keep it going.
You know, postseason or not, I still like to watch the D-backs lose. Stick around. I think we have a little more weather coming up, so stay with us.
Central Arizona College to Northern Arizona University. Keep learning without leaving your community.
Living in the country is a lifestyle choice. My bachelor's degree allows me to afford this dream by writing grants from home.
With a bachelor's degree, I'm able to work in a field that puts me and my kids on the same schedule.
Getting my bachelor's degree allows me to use my experience, add new skills, and adapt to a changing world.
Central Arizona College to Northern Arizona University. Visit cac2nau.com.
Changing your oil and filter offers many benefits to prolong the life of your vehicle. Regularly changing the oil in your car can significantly give your car a longer life. Another benefit of an oil change is gaining fuel mileage. When changing your oil and filter, not only will you be a safer driver, but you will also have the advantage of an improved insurance rate.
This week's car tip was brought to you by Terry Markson Chevrolet Cadillac, located on Highway 66.
I grew up in the housing projects of Cleveland. I didn't even know that life could be any better than it was. Education for me has been a way to get away from the agony of what was normal life. I want to be able to impact the community, not just look back on where I came from, but to reach back to where I came from and pull some people up with me. My name is David, and I am your dividend.
All right, pretty strong fall wind out there today, blowing around. Wow. We saw some wind gusts here in Flagstaff up in excess of 45 miles per hour, and that was also the case at the Grand Canyon. We also saw winds gusting down in Yavapai County right around 40 miles per hour. Another spring storm, or fall storm system, I should say. Where am I? Another fall storm system heading our way, and it's just going to bring us a lot of wind, continuing overnight tonight and continuing into the day tomorrow. As a matter of fact, Thursday looks even windier than what we were today. I do not think 72 is our official high temperature. I had that wrong. 43 was the low last night. 70 degrees is our average for this time of year. We are going to slowly, gradually cool down too as this storm system moves through the western United States. A dry cold front's going to push through tomorrow night. So as it approaches us tomorrow, another very windy day. We could even see winds gusting up around 50 miles per hour. Blowing sand and dust is going to be an issue out in the Little Colorado River Valley. For us overnight tonight here in Flagstaff, we're going to continue with the windy conditions, particularly right downwind from the San Francisco peaks. We'll see gusts up to 50 miles per hour possibly tonight. Also, if you get downwind of any geographical features tonight with the winds out of the west, you could see some very strong winds overnight tonight. So we therefore have a very mild overnight low at 45 degrees forecast for us tonight. Tomorrow, another windy day. As I mentioned, a bit cooler as the cooler air starts to make its way in. Friday, the coldest day after the cold front goes through. 64 forecast for us here in Flagstaff, and that's about 5 or so, 8 degrees cooler than where we were today. Everybody's temperatures across the state cool down tomorrow, and another very windy day, particularly for northern and central Arizona. And a look at the extended forecast if parts of it fit in the screen there. Wow. So yeah, much cooler on Friday, sunny the whole way through, a lot more nice here as we get into the coming weekend. So windy, last day of the wind tomorrow, Friday cooler, get into the weekend, much nicer weather.
Of all the weather in Flagstaff, I think the wind is by far my least favorite.
Yeah, I would have to agree with you, Nick.
Not many benefits to it. Well, stick around. We'll have more coming up for you. Stay with us.
Hi, I'm Lee, and I'd like to invite you to the ski house. If you're out there and you're looking for some rental equipment to head up to the Snow Bowl, or if you're looking to purchase, I'd like to invite you over to our downtown location, conveniently located for your Arizona Snow Bowl visit. We have cheaper prices, brand new equipment, 2012 and 13 models, rocker, reverse camber, juniors, anything you name for winter sports, we've got it. If you need to rent clothes, we've got that. If you want to do an online reservation, you can do that as well. Visit us online at skihouseflagstaff.com.
Why did I choose Northern Arizona University?
Lots of reasons.
I have to choose just one?
I chose NAU because of the small class size. My professors know me.
Just one thing?
I know what my tuition will be for the next 4 years.
I came to NAU for the culture. There's so much to do.
I chose NAU because it's close to home, but not too close.
I can't choose. It has everything.
Northern Arizona University. Find your way.
Go Jacks!
If you drive buzzed, it could cost you around $10,000. You'll face major legal fees, major fines, and steep insurance penalties. You could lose everything. Buzzed, busted, and broke. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
Welcome back. An animal visitor came into the studio today to promote a local fall festival. We had a little technical difficulties earlier in the show, but NAZ Today's Emily Kane brings us more. We have the interview for you now.
I'm here today with Kyle Alexander, animal keeper at Bearizona, and today he brought his possum Sebastian. What can you tell us about Sebastian?
Sebastian is the only North American marsupial. He'll be found in our new haunted mine shaft, which will be opening up into the weekend of October from 9 to 4 every day. It's very family friendly. What you got to see is you'll see Arizona ringtails, you'll see this guy along with everything else you'll see in the mine. It's a tarantula, scorpions, some millipedes. A lot of fun for kids. After that, you could go into our haunted mine shaft, which is kind of like a haunted house. It's a lot of fun. We'll keep it more PG-13 though, just for those weekends. For the kids, we also have our jack-o'-lantern cave over by our yearling bears. It'll feature a bunch of pumpkins, a bunch of carvings, a lot of fun. Plus, you might see our yearling bears inside their caves taking a nap during the day. So, along with that is we also have our mystery box. Kids will walk around. We'll have some boxes placed everywhere. Got to reach your hand in there. A little scary. But you got to figure out what it is, whether you feel maybe a haunted eyeball or maybe it'll just be some gummy worms. So that'll be a lot of fun. We encourage everybody to dress up, and if you dress up, you get a very special prize.
And then in addition to possums and all the animals in the mine shaft, what other animals do you have around Bearizona?
We also have all our drive-through animals, which is our North American black bears, our bison, wolves. You'll see some bighorn sheep, Dall sheep. All you'll see in your own vehicle when you drive through, and I really recommend the Halloween bus tour as well. It's a windowless bus. You take a lot of pictures without through the windows. You're real high. You get to see the animals. Plus, a lot of them come running over to see the bus. So that's a lot of fun. You also have our fort animals, which is more small guys like these. Foxes, badger, our bear cubs, which were born this last January. So they're a lot of fun. You could spend hours there just taking pictures. So
Perfect. And why is it a wonderful time to come out to Bearizona and Williams?
Right now we'll just be doing that fall festival every weekend of October, Saturday and Sunday from 9 to 4. It'll be $20 plus tax per adult and $12 plus tax per child. Just a lot of family fun. Dress up, you see all the animals, take lots of pictures, and do a great weekend.
That sounds great. Thank you so much, Kyle.
Thank you.
All right, another look at the extended forecast. Windy once again out there tomorrow, as we just talked about. 64 degrees, coolest day of the season on Friday at 58 for our high. Some very cold mornings coming up here the next couple mornings as well. Temperatures start to moderate here as we get into the weekend.
So I'm going camping this week, and what can I expect? I'm just going just south of kind of Munds Park.
You can expect some very cold mornings and a lot less wind. Looks like a great weekend to get out there and have a good time.
Yeah, right on.
One of the last weekends too, as fall starts coming in and summer, we tie a
We're
little bow
looking for
on
some
it.
really nice weather next week, though, I'll tell you, and for the next couple weeks. So we still got a ways to go before any.
Good. All right. I like to hear that. Have a great night, everybody. We'll be back with you tomorrow.
Hi, I'm Terry Markson. As seasons change, so does the inventory at Terry Markson Chevrolet Cadillac. But before we make room for the 2014 Cadillacs, we've still got a huge selection of brand new 2013s to choose from. Models like the powerful CTS, the ATS voted 2013 Car of the Year, the popular SRX crossover, and Cadillac's crown jewel, the Escalade. You can always count on our same relaxed, no pressure environment. Terry Markson Chevrolet Cadillac, real hometown value.